Welcome back to another episode of Revealing Biblical Truths. In this video, we'll be going through Leviticus Chapters 1 through 10. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and comment down below on your insights on this section. So in Leviticus 1, Yah tells Moshe to instruct the people about offering gifts. He says that the gifts must be cattle, or oxen, or sheep, and if it is a whole burnt offering, it must be an unblemished male. He then is to put his hand on it and kill it. Aaron and his sons would then sprinkle the blood on or around the altar. He then is to cut it in pieces, and then Aaron and his sons would put wood on the altar and make a fire, and put all the pieces on the altar to burn it, except for the inward parts, in the legs. Those they would wash in water first. He can also offer goats, or sheep, or even turtle doves or pigeons, but if they're foul, its head must be removed and feathers plucked off, and not cut in pieces. In chapter 2, it talks about grain offerings. It says that it should be made of fine flour, and have oil and frankincense put on them, and then put the memorial in the fire, and Aaron and his sons can eat what's left of it. It is noted that any grain offering must be unleavened and without honey, but that salt must be added. It is noted here that the unleavened bread is symbolic of sinlessness, and the salt is referenced by Yahusha as being something that preserves, and those who follow him must be pure. In chapter 3, it talks about peace offerings. It could be male or female, but must be unblemished, and when the offering is made, the liver, the kidneys, and the fat must be removed. This rule is the same whether it is offering a bull, a goat, or a sheep. At the end of the chapter, it reiterates that we must not eat blood or fat. We are not to eat blood because later on in Leviticus, it says that the life, or nefesh, literally the soul, is in the blood. And we are not to eat the fat, because the fat is for Yah. It is a sweet-smelling savor to him. And when we fast, we are burning fat. So we are literally making an offering to him by fire inside our own body. Chapter 4 continues to talk about the offerings, and what to do if a soul sins in ignorance. For the sin offering, a priest must dip his finger in the blood and sprinkle it 7 times before the veil, and then put some blood on the altar, and pour the rest out on the bottom of the altar. Then the priest would remove the fat and inwards as before, but also the skin, head, legs, and dung, and take them outside the camp and burn them. He lays out the same rules for the whole congregation as well as rulers. Chapter 5 goes through the trespass offering, which is basically when someone sins but it was through ignorance, but finds out later and is guilty after that. It is to atone for that sin. In chapter 6, it begins the situation of a person who has stolen something. The one who stole was to restore what was stolen and also add 1/5 or 20% to when he brings it his trespass offering. After concluding the commandments of the burnt offerings, it is instructed that the priest should put on their priestly garments and then remove the ashes off the altar and put them beside the altar, and then remove the holy garments and take the ashes outside the camp to a clean place. It was also noted that the priest should continue to put wood on the altar every morning along with a peace offering, and that the fire should remain continually. In addition, with every type of offering, except the sin offering, the remainder was given to Aaron and his sons for food. They should eat it in the holy place in the courtyard. In chapter 7, it continues to finish the ordinances of the offerings and the eating of it. Later, it is laid out that no one should eat the fat or blood of any animal. In chapter 8, Moshe anoints Aaron and his sons according to all the laws of consecration to prepare them for the duties of the priesthood. In chapter 9, after Aaron had put the offering on the altar, the glory came down in a fire and consumed the offering, and the people were scared and fell on their faces. And in chapter 10, Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, offered strange fire that Yah had not commanded. Then fire went down from Yah and devoured them. And after they died, Moshe called for his cousins to carry the bodies outside the camp. Following this, Yah directly told Aaron that him and his sons should not drink strong drink when they were into the tabernacle, and it was supposed to be a statute forever. He continues to tell Aaron that the remainder of the peace offerings is for him and his sons to eat, but only in the holy place. Finally, Moshe finds out that Aaron's sons had burnt the goat of the sin offering and not eaten it. But Aaron was hesitant to eat of it because his sons had died that day, and Moshe was content with that. Next time on Revealing Biblical Truths, we will go into the laws of clean and unclean animals. Thanks for watching. Till next time, Shalom.